ਇਹ ਸਪਿਰਚੁਅਲ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ AMC ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਪਾਂਸਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ 6045076666 ਤੇ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ। ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਦੇਣਗੇ ਯੋਗੀਚਾਰਣੀ ਮੈਤਰੇਆ ਨਾਲ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ ਟ੍ਰਿਸਟਾ ਸਟੈਵਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਕਾਰਪੋਰੇਟ ਸੈਕਟਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਮੈਤਰੀ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਹਨ ਇੱਕ ਯੋਗਾ ਟੀਚਰ ਨੇ, ਐਕਸਪਰਟ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਇਸ ਫਾਸਟ ਪੇਸ ਲਾਈਫ ਵਿੱਚ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਲੋਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਾਰਪੋਰੇਟ ਸੈਕਟਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਫਰੀ ਰੱਖਣ। ਅੱਜ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ, ਟੈਂਸ਼ਨ, ਡਿਪਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਇਹ ਨਾਰਮਲ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਕਿਵੇਂ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲਣਾ ਹੈ, ਕੁਝ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਸਟੈਪਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਔਰ ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ ਆ ਦੋਨੋਂ ਹੀ ਮਹਿਮਾਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. You're a yoga teacher and expert. You go all over the world and tell people how to be stress-free. What are the major reasons you are finding out that people are getting more and more stressed in these days, challenges what they are facing, and especially in the corporate world, where there is always a race to meet the deadlines, the goals, and then pressure from the top, and also looking after your subordinates and other juniors. Tell us, why is this happening and what can be done about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you look at the corporate environment, there's a lot of deadlines, as you were saying, and we don't have any breathing space.
Right.
There's constant go, 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 push, 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 and that seems to be the ethos.
Right.
So that's also reflected in the exercise environment, which is go, go, push, push, no pain, no gain. Whereas the yogic environment is actually a different paradigm, which means pace yourself, breathe, awareness first, and achievement is a byproduct.
Right.
And inspiration rather than motivation. So what we're doing is we're bringing ourselves back to ourselves even though we're in the corporate environment. So let's say we don't have 1 hour in the morning, which is the excuse most people have.
Yes.
So just taking mindfulness breaks, awareness breaks right through the day.
Okay.
So it's just 1 minute things that everybody can do. So to rebalance themselves and recalibrate where they are.
Okay.
So that is what I teach in the corporate environment.
We learn from you about these mindfulness breaks and awareness breaks. What kind of
Yes.
breaks are those? But before that, Trista, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get influenced by this? You work in the corporate world. So how did you learn about yoga and what has changed since you have started doing it?
So yes, that's right. I've turned to yoga over the past year, working with Maitreya to put a foundational practice into place to be able to manage my day as a working mother. And I do have a lot of deadlines and commitments with both my job and my family. And I found that I was missing the personal practice of being able to be grounded throughout the day and look after my well-being. So the practice has been very beneficial for me.
Right.
And I've really enjoyed, as Maitreya said, the breathing exercises and bringing me into the moment throughout my day so that I'm not constantly feeling that I'm committed to all of these deadlines. I can actually focus on myself during the day.
So before this, tell us a little bit, how has your life changed? What was your lifestyle before and after using these tips and techniques? How have you changed?
I'm much more present in the moment, I have to say. It brings me into the present moment. I'm able to focus on my job with more clarity and be more relaxed. I'm not as affected by demands that come up throughout my day, so I'm not feeling the stress of the day from my work or from the commitments with my children.
Right. So circumstances have not changed; they are still the same. But the way Maitreji, Trista is reacting to it has changed.
Absolutely.
So tell us now, for our viewers today, especially who have no time or who are absolutely busy with whatever they are doing, what all can be done so that being in the moment, because that's the word I hear a lot whenever mindfulness is talked about or yogic practices are going to be in the moment. What do you mean by being in the moment?
It's being present to the body, present to the breath.
Right.
So immediately when you're present to the body, present to the breath, you become present to the present.
Okay.
Otherwise the mind can go into this loop of over-analyzing the past or over-envisioning the future. Yes, both are important.
Right.
We need to process the past and we need to have a vision for the future. But it can get lost in these two spaces rather than just enjoying what is.
Right.
And also doing things that need to be corrected in the present moment. For example, just taking the body. Now a lot of people complain of back pain because they're having very sedentary lives or they're sitting in front of the computer. So just taking that 1 minute awareness break and saying, how is my relationship to the chair? How is my relationship to the computer in front
Right.
of me. So of course in modern language they call it ergonomics. How do you sit properly so that you're not putting pressure on the vertebral column,
Right.
or how you're not having excessive stress on the body. So something as simple as that can be saying, okay, just by being present to my body, I can avoid problems in the future. Similarly, just by being present to the breath, we can avoid emotional suppression. So a lot of people may have patterns of not saying things when we need to say things,
Right.
of being either extra submissive or not being able to voice our truth. So the more connected we get to our breath, we say, okay, this is how I'm feeling about this particular situation, and then we can make a choice whether to voice it or not and how to voice it.
Okay.
So those are the things that come up in day-to-day life.
Right.
So the breath in itself, yes, we're being present, but it also brings us right back into emotional management,
Okay.
which a lot of us are not taught in schools or
Oh,
colleges.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Emotional management. I'm doing my work. My coworker comes and tells me something. I forget about everything else, and my mind is now just that why I was chosen by that person. So emotionally in turmoil.
Yes.
So tell us a few techniques or steps, like you were talking about awareness and being in the moment. Some of the techniques which can be adopted and which can help our viewers who are very busy.
Sure, absolutely. So these are very, very simple and can be done at any point as you're sitting on the desk. Of
Right.
course, there are certain things that you can stand up and do, which I won't show, but the sitting ones, I will ask Trista to demonstrate.
Sure.
So most people have a lot of shoulder stress.
Yeah.
So the first thing that we're going to do is, as we breathe in, shrug the shoulders, and as we breathe out, roll the shoulders back.
Okay.
So that'll hardly take us 30 seconds to 1 minute, depending on how many rounds
Right.
we practice. And
Okay.
we always do it with the breath. So the breath drives the movement. That
Okay.
is how we're going to do it.
Right.
And we're going to be mindful.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask Trista to shrug the shoulders, breathing in deeply, and breathing out, rolling the shoulders back. And she's using the cleansing breath where she's breathing out through the mouth.
Okay.
We'll do this again. Keep the eyes closed. Enjoy the movement. Roll the shoulders back, breathing out through the mouth. We'll do this again. We can ask everybody to join us. Breathe in, shrug, breathe out, roll the shoulders back. Beautiful.
So
And
how
just-
does this help?
So what we're doing is, one, we're bringing our presence or our awareness to the shoulder
Right.
area, and this is where we take
All
on
the
the
tension,
yes,
gets,
we're shouldering the burdens
Right.
of the world.
Okay.
So depending on the different areas of the back becomes like the back burner.
right.
So we have this, just put it in the backyard, put it
Okay.
in the back burner. So
Right.
any emotion or any idea that we don't want to deal with, we just put it at the back.
Right.
So the back muscles get tense even when emotions are not processed.
Okay.
So it's not just the physical posture, but also the unprocessed emotions that impact the back.
Okay.
So when we do it with the breath, especially the cleansing breath, it's called Sukha Bastrika in Sanskrit. Bastrika means bellows that
Yeah.
the iron spit uses, and Sukham means comfort. So in a very comfortable way, we're burning out those karmas, or we're burning out those old emotional debris
Okay.
that is stored in the back.
Right.
And for most corporate people, like you said, it's deadlines, getting to a goal, there's constant go, go, go,
Right.
which is what we're releasing from the shoulder.
Any other technique which can be adopted sitting on your desk in the
There's-
office?
Yes, so we're going to do a very simple one where we breathe in, elongate or lengthen the vertebral column.
Okay.
And as we breathe out, we're going to round the entire back.
Okay.
So this impacts not just the shoulder, but right from the base, we're rounding the back. So I'll
Okay.
ask Trista to demonstrate. So she's going to keep her eyes closed so that the focus is inwards. Breathe in, lengthen the vertebral column as much as possible. Breathe out, round the shoulders, round the back, round the neck. Nice rounding, beautiful. Breathe in, sit up. And we're just going to relax now, breathing out. Beautiful. Just be aware of your vertebral column. We'll do this 2 more rounds. Breathe in, lengthen, lengthen. Breathe out, round the shoulders, round the back, round the neck. Enjoy your entire movement. Breathe in, sitting up straight, feeling every muscle, enjoying the movement, having that little smile, and release. One last time. Breathe in. Smiling, having that inner smita and rounding the back, rounding the shoulders, rounding the neck, and gently come up and relax.
Mm-hmm. So just simple techniques which can help you, release that tension which you're accumulating.
Absolutely.
There are other techniques also which can be used.
Yes.
So let's go for a short break. We'll come back and learn more as to how sitting in your office, on your table and chair, you can come, relieved of all the tension what you've accumulated.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਯੋਗਾਚਾਰਨੀ ਮੈਤਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਟ੍ਰਿਸਟਾ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਡੈਮੋਨਸਟ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਾਰਪੋਰੇਟ ਵਰਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਡੈਡਲਾਈਨਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਵੈਸੇ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਮਸਰੂਫ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਕੰਪਿਊਟਰ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਈਵਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੋਨ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਲੱਗਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਬੇਸਿਕ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਾਈਂਡਫੁਲਨੈਸ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਤੋਂ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਇਸ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ AMC ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਪਾਂਸਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ 6045076666 ਤੇ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ
50 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੱਗਾ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦਾ ਨੰਬਰ 1 ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਮਿਲਸਟ੍ਰੀਮ ਆਟਾ ਡਾਕਟਰਸ ਦੁਆਰਾ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕੁਝ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗਲੂਟਨ ਤੋਂ ਐਲਰਜੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਨਾਲ ਭਾਰ ਘਟਾਉਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲ ਡਿਪਰੈਸ਼ਨ ਸਿਰ ਦਰਦ ਥਕਾਨ ਚਿੜਚਿੜਾਪਨ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਮੁਸ਼ਕਿਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਇਸੇ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਲਈ ਮਿਲਸਟ੍ਰੀਮ ਲਿਆਇਆ ਹੈ ਗਲੂਟਨ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਆਟਾ ਹੁਣ ਗਲੂਟਨ ਤੋਂ ਡਰਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਲਿਆਓ ਮਿਲਸਟ੍ਰੀਮ ਗਲੂਟਨ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਆਟਾ ਮਿਲਸਟ੍ਰੀਮ ਆਟਾ ਖਾਓ ਸਿਹਤ ਬਣਾਓ
ਇਹ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ AMC ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਪਾਂਸਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ 6045076666 ਤੇ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ Once again welcome back to the program ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਏ ਹੋਏ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਸਰੂਫ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਤੋਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਥੋੜੇ ਪਲ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਟੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਫ੍ਰੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਨੇ ਆ ਉਸ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਡੈਮੋਨਸਟ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ So before the break you asked Krista to demonstrate two of those basic exercises.
Yes.
Are there some more also which can be adopted?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So there are a lot more, and as I was telling Trista, we need to have that smita or inner smile. I mean, of course, it reflects as an outer smile as well, because
Right.
we forget to savor the present moment. We're so caught up with getting somewhere else that we don't enjoy what is.
Right.
So that is also a very important aspect of the yogic practice.
Okay.
So the next one we're going to do is more a breath oriented one. And by breathing, what we're also addressing is our reactive patterns.
Okay.
Because the minute stress accumulates, we can get agitated and all the bottled up emotions can come on to the wrong person. It's
Right.
called misplaced energy.
Right.
So to avoid that, this is a really good practice to use the cleansing breath and also use the sighing breath, the Sukha Bastrika and the sighing breath.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask her to keep her eyes closed. So breathe in through the nose and simply whoosh out through the mouth. Her lips are pursed. Once again, breathe in. Full chested breathing, breathing into your entire lungs, and breathe out. Once again, breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. We'll just do 3 rounds of the sighing breath. Whenever we sigh, we release a sense of being overwhelmed, the sense of having to rush from one thing to the other without savoring anything. So breathe in and simply sigh out. Wonderful. Breathe in and sigh out. Wonderful. And one last time. And sigh out. Beautiful. And just be present to that nice feeling of enjoying your body, enjoying your breath, enjoying the present moment. And then you can open your eyes. So again, this is
Very simple.
Very
Absolutely.
simple.
Sighing out is really simple.
Yeah. But we don't take the time.
Absolutely.
That's the whole
Right.
issue.
That's
you know?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are just simple things by which you
Yes.
can release that tension.
Absolutely.
So when you talk about mindfulness, apart from the exercises, what else can be done by which in time of some stress you can just be aware and be in the moment?
So there are a lot of body and breath awareness practices
Okay.
which are closer to meditative practices.
Right.
So I can demonstrate or ask Trista to
Yeah, at least
demonstrate that
one
as
more,
well.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, so keep your eyes closed. And we're simply going to scan the body. There's nothing more to this.
Mhm.
We're simply going to be present to the body and present to the breath. So bring your awareness to your feet and how your feet are resting on the ground. Be present to your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, your thighs, your bottom, pelvic region, abdominal region, inside of your abdomen, chest, the space inside of your chest. Be present to your lower, mid, upper back, your shoulders and shoulder blades, and feel them soften. If you need to lean back, that's good as well. And find a restful, supported position. Be present to your entire arm, starting from the fingers, palms, wrists, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, neck, your entire face, starting with the chin, going all the way up to your cheeks, mouth, nose, eyelids, eyes, ears, forehead, head. So being present to every part of the body and bringing your awareness to your breathing, simply observing the breath. So here we're simply being present to the body, simply being present to the breath, watching the breath as it moves into the nostrils, into the windpipe, into the lungs, and watching the breath move out. As we watch the breath, what we're releasing is this knee-jerk reaction to life, so that we can respond to life rather than have to constantly react to it. And the breath is intimately connected to our subconscious patterns, especially subconscious emotional patterns. That's why when we're agitated, the breath gets really rapid. So here we're connecting to the breath and making something that is automatic or reactive into something more conscious or awareness-based. And just enjoy this space. And when you're ready, slowly, gently, you can open your eyes.
Mm-hmm. So this kind of stabilizes you, just
Yes.
giving awareness to your whole body, presence.
Yes.
It focuses your mind back to, and then you can start working and do whatever
Absolutely. Otherwise, what happens is we get pulled into external situations.
Right.
Here we're regrouping,
you want. Right.
getting all our energies in a cohesive manner to act cohesively.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're so scattered because there's so many demands that life can make on us.
Wonderful. It's a pleasure having both of you over here. Well, there are many other techniques, of course, but
Yes,
time
yes.
doesn't permit. So definitely in some coming episodes, we'll try to bring those also. Thank you for your time and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਥਰੀ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਬਿਠਾਏ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੀ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਖਿੰਡ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਲਿਆ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਬਿਲਡ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਸ ਬਿਲਡ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ। ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਟੈਕਨੀਕਸ ਨੇ, ਪਰ ਜੇਕਰ ਇਹ ਛੋਟੀਆਂ ਲਾਗੂ ਕਰਕੇ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂਆਤ ਕਰੋ ਤਾਂ ਡੈਫੀਨਿਟਲੀ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟਸ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬੈਟਰ ਮਿਲਣਗੇ। ਇਹ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ AMC ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸਪਾਂਸਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ। 6045076666 ਤੇ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ।